I don't know if you know, my wife was doing the certification for those breathing. She did the certification of the breathing, what is it called? The oxygen advantage. And they had the subject of the vagus nerve. I remember you asked about that. And now she finally did some research and has some proper answers for you. So if you want, shoot me an email and she'll answer you as soon as possible. She's also doing some workshops with this, all to do with breathing for health and for peak performance also, and a lot of other things that she's better at explaining than me. But it really has helped. I have been doing it also, um, and so yeah, that's great. Hey Denise, good morning. Sound is good. Great. So we still have a few minutes, uh, and it's good to warm up. I wanted to come a few minutes early just so that we can hang out a little bit, have a little chat. I did want to talk about one thing, which is the preparation to meditation. So maybe you've seen in the comments some people are asking, hey, can you put the timestamp to when the meditation actually begins, or try not to do these introductions too long. But actually, it's really, really important. The preparation to the meditation, whatever that preparation is, first to like get a, sit down, warm up, then find your proper physiology, to sit properly, to settle a bit on your breath, to do a little bit of exercises to relax, especially in these transcendent meditations where we use those vibrations to really settle in and not just jump straight from our busy lives to the meditation. So it's really important to do these preparation exercises, these big breaths, and so on. Who else is here? Stacy, hello. Beautiful new day to everyone. Hello, hello. Alan, any tips about breathing? Yes, many, many, but be a little bit more specific because it's a big subject, and my wife is actually the expert in that field more than me. So if you have any questions, just shoot, and if I don't know the answer, I'll be sure to ask her. Robin, good morning from south of Boston. Been to Boston quite a few times actually. I also did a music festival in Tanglewood, and I think it's in the Berkshires, next to Lenox in the Massachusetts. Been there a few times. Beautiful, beautiful. I've absolutely loved it there, and I've also really enjoyed Boston too. I remember Quincy Market. Is that the place with all the food that you can possibly imagine? Absolutely brilliant. Matthew, hey Matthew, good to have you here. Happy to have all of you guys here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been doing live meditations during the week also. So I'm actually not sure what time zone I should actually do them. I've been doing them early in the morning in my time zone. That's 4:30 a.m. in Central European time. But I'm actually thinking about switching it to more of you guys' time zone. So I looked in my analytics and I saw that most of you were in the west coast of the United States and also on the east coast of the United States. So maybe I can do some in those time zones. If you're interested, please let me know and tell me what time would be the best for you for early morning meditations with your time zone. Really important that you include your time zone because we have people from all over the world here. And I see that it's nearly time for us to start a meditation. Um, so let me see the image. Satan, good morning. Kentucky, often proper way to breathe for a rookie at this. I think the first tip that I can give you is to breathe through the nose and to breathe as low as possible. So chest breathing, this is actually a symptom of fight and flight. So if you want to release and relax and breathe better through the nose is made for breathing, the mouth is made for eating. And to relax and to have a better breathing, breathe through your nose and breathe lower. It's a very general question, so if you have more specific things, I can give you more precise answers. But I guess now it will be the time to begin our meditation. And one last thing before we start, or I can say it after the meditation. Actually, stay here after the meditation, we can hang out. I will answer some questions if you guys have any questions. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the project that I have. I'm building this big library of guided meditations that I want to offer. And the mission here is to spread those meditations for free to as many people as possible. And so I'm going to do more live meditations throughout the week, maybe once or twice a day, and do some more guided meditations there too. And on the newsletter that I've been very bad at, I have to admit, but I'm going to keep it up now because I'm going to send the schedule to all the meditations, all the live meditation and pre-recorded meditations on the newsletter with the schedule of all the meditations for the week. Last look at the chat, and then I'm going to start the meditation. Good morning from Ontario, Canada. Fantastic. Alan, exhale from the nose or mouth. For general breathing, from the nose. Sometimes in very specific cases, like we're going to do now, then we'll exhale through the mouth with a sigh, just to release the air, to release the muscles and the joints, and to rid of some tensions we have in our body, but also in our minds, in our spirits. And so, let's get settled in for our meditation. So the meditation, as I said, it's in 3 parts. First part, preparation. Second part, meditation. Third part, cool down. All 3 of these parts are very important. It's very important that after the meditation you don't just jump out of your seat and go back to your very busy days, to your daily activities. And it's also very important that we take the time, 3, 4, 5 minutes to prepare for the meditation with posture, with some breathing, and then we go to the meditation. So preparing the body and the mind before going to meditation. And so we're going to start our preparation first with the body. It doesn't matter if, disclaimer, of course, I sometimes forget, but I really need to tell you, do not meditate while driving. I've had a message of somebody, your meditations are very relaxing when I drive. Do not do this. You do get into a very a heightened, deep state of relaxation. Some people do fall asleep doing those meditations, so please be safe, be smart, don't do these meditations while driving. I know that it's common sense for most, but I still have to say it. So make sure that you're in a safe place before you meditate. You can sit on a chair, you can sit on the edge of your bed, or you can sit, I'm sitting, so now I have like this mat, half futon, and I don't know if you can see, this is my meditation pillow. The advantage of a meditation pillow is that it's firm, and so I'm able to sit with a good posture. And as we sit comfortably, let's first start by finding our center of gravity. How do we find the center of gravity? We move forward, we move backwards, we might do a few rounds like this. Then feel your sit bones on the place that you're sitting. And at some point, you will feel the center. There you go, this is mine. You'll feel the center where it's really easy to sit, where you can hold yourself with balance and not with strength. So you disengage any kind of muscular strength and you simply sit with your head balanced on your spine with no effort whatsoever. And so like this you can sit during the whole meditation. We imagine this virtual string pulling you up from the top of your head right here. And so naturally your chin goes in a little bit. Your chest goes out, shoulders down. You don't want them to be here. So as far as possible from your ears. Shoulders and ears, they're not good friends. Occasionally, but rarely. Keep them apart, it's best. And so we sit and we're ready to meditate. And now we will prepare with a few nice deep breaths before I introduce you to the vibration for this vibration-based meditation for transcendence. You may start closing your eyes if you want to, but you don't have to. You can wait a little bit longer if you want. We're going to do 2 or 3 nice deep breaths. So in through the nose, imagine that you're really breathing from the toes to the tummy, to the chest. When you expand this rib cage, you're nice and full, and once you're completely full, you release with a sigh. The sigh of release, like really, if you want to make a noise, then make a noise and feel all your body relax at once. Let's do it again, in through the nose. And you release the tension. And that already really feels good and prepares for a good meditation session. Let's do it one last time, in through the nose. And we sigh it out. Good. Let's now put our hands to our heart, either like this in a praying position or like this. I like to do it in the praying position. And we'll now dedicate the session to someone. It can be anybody that you want, somebody that you love, somebody you care about, somebody that you don't know, anybody. Take a nice deep breath again in through the nose. And on that exhale, we focus on that person and we project with the exhalation our love, gratitude, and appreciation, our care. And we bring that person some kindness. You can put your hands back. So either palms facing up on your knees or in your center. I actually prefer it like this in my center. So I'll leave it there. Remember to start these meditations with no expectations. This is really important so that you can get into this transcendental state of consciousness, releasing all yearning for a future experience, releasing the yearning to reproduce a past experience, so that you're fully present here and now and able to bypass your ego, bypass your current state of consciousness into something new. Every day is different, every meditation is different. We don't judge the meditation. All meditation is part of the process. We don't meditate to be good meditators, we meditate to be better human beings. And so we practice every day consistently. So in a few moments I will go and introduce you to a vibration for today's meditation. I've tried it out earlier and I actually really liked it. I hope you like it as well. But again, don't judge it. If you find it scary, remember that it's not the sound that is scary, but your interpretation of the sound that might be scary. This is just some random vibrations meant to guide you beyond your ego, beyond your own intelligence, so that you're able to get in touch with your true nature at your full potential, bypassing the concepts of time and space also, so that you're able to be fully present, fully grounded here and now. This vibration will also be your anchor, where you'll be able to anchor your mind so that it doesn't drift away, just like a ship throws the anchor so that it doesn't drift away with the wind, with the waves, with the currents. We anchor our mind by focusing gently and as effortlessly as possible on the vibration, putting it on the foreground of the mind, on the center stage of our inner personal space. And when thoughts come, disengage the ego, do not react emotionally or intellectually to those thoughts. Let them pass by going back to the vibration, putting your focus back to the vibration, again as effortlessly as possible. I will then fade out the vibration, You'll hear it fade out. I would like you to continue to focus on it and to reproduce it in your own mind, keeping it alive for a few extra moments. let go of the vibration. The meditation session is over. Stay there though. Get reacquainted with the sensations in your body. If you feel like it, you can start moving your toes and your fingers. Notice any tingling sensations. Any numbness in your arms or in your legs. And as you come back, I would like you to take 2 to 3 minutes extra right now. I will be silent. And I would like you to just let your mind wander. And really let it go wherever it wants to be. With no judgment, no expectation, no fear. We disengage our egos and we just let our minds go. Whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. And I would like you to stay there for a few moments still, just to get used to the environment around you. Noticing what feels new, what feels familiar. Noticing any colors, shapes, shadows, textures. If you feel like moving, move. Stretch your shoulders a little bit, your wrists, your neck, very gently. And I really encourage you to stay seated for a few extra moments. I'm going to stay a little bit for some questions and answers. If you prefer to turn off the video and just stay there in silence, I really encourage you to do so. And let me have a look at the chat, see what's going on here. Great, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I really enjoy those moments right after the meditation. With a sense of calm energy, kind of like going when you wake up and you get into this second sleep, this second breath of sleep that I find extremely pleasant. I continue to meditate every morning. Fantastic. Yes, Matthew, about breathing low. So Lou, I'm so happy. 4:30. What time zone are you? Are you on EST time zone? So I'm gonna answer Matthew, of course, your question about breathing. But before, I just want to mention that I've been doing these live meditations every morning on weekdays at 4:30, but in my time, Central European time, and so I'm thinking about switching it to another time where would be better for you guys. So please let me know what's early morning for you in your time zone, and I can try to accommodate, maybe to make more meditations, not necessarily morning meditations, because I'm not gonna make like morning meditations all day, but some other kinds of meditation live in your time, so that we can have a live moment together right from the get-go. I find this awesome. Matthew, to answer your question about breathing low, what I mean by breathing low is try to breathe not from the chest, not from the throat, but by breathing through the nose, you're opening your throat so that you get a good volume of air. It goes right down to your belly. And ultimately, you want to imagine that you start breathing from your toes, from your feet. And I know that you don't have lungs right down to your feet. That's just an image that I want you to imagine as you push your diaphragm down and expand to your belly. And so you can put your hands right here on your belly button and just over your belly button and try to breathe like this. And I also want you to imagine that you're breathing 360 degrees. You're breathing in your whole body. That means you're breathing in your belly down here. You're also breathing to your sides. And you're breathing to your back. And so to practice this, I highly recommend that you put your hands on a part of your body. So maybe your lower here in your nasal area. Your navel area, not nasal area, around your belly button. You put your hands here and you try to push your hands as you breathe. And you do the same thing in your lower back. And you do the same thing on your sides. And you really try to breathe and expand that lower area. And this will help so much for your body to calm down, because it will go away from this fight or flight response that we have when we breathe from the chest and higher up. Hope this answers your question. If you have any other details you want me to get into, then please let me know. Alan, any thoughts on breathing for a beginner? I think this is what I just mentioned. If it's daily breathing, then really try to force yourself to breathe through the nose. And if you want some breathing exercises, I can ask my wife to do some. I can also give you her website. She has some exercises and things. She's doing workshops also, so maybe this can be interesting. B, enjoyed that. Happy I caught one of the live sessions. I felt a difference. Awesome. I'm glad. Alan, really appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Thanks for being here. Nancy, is it normal to have your fingers go numb? Yeah, it is. So either your fingers or your hands in general. For me, it's often the shins in my leg that sometimes go numb in the meditation, and that's because you find yourself in such an extreme level of stillness that you might get numb in your fingers. Also, in your fingers, it depends how you hold your hands during meditation. So this would be something to check out. It would be also something to check out to see if you have often numbness in the fingers come from some tensions in the shoulders and some blockages in your nerves from the shoulders, even from your neck. It's all related. So this can bring some numbness. Usually it's just because during those kind of meditations, it's because you're completely lost with no more time. You're centered in the absolute present, in the here and now, and so you have these little sensations, either of tingling or numbness, but I think this is totally normal. Uh, Satan, I noticed you do morning meditation which is silent and afternoon meditation is transcendental. Which is more effective in your opinion? Yes, a very good question. Both for me are very effective. I do those mindfulness meditations in the morning, those silent meditations. This also gives me the opportunity to do a checkup, like a little, or a check in rather, in the morning where I can really feel my body. I can find out, like, what's my state of mind right now? How can I plan my day according to the way that I feel at this very moment, mentally, emotionally, and physically also. I do those body scans that really help me notice, hey, maybe I should do a stretch session for my hips today. And it's really like I wake up first thing in the morning. Of course, now I've changed my routine a little bit since I'm doing it on the camera, so I have to turn on the light, the mic, the thing. But normally, I just wake up and I sit up and I meditate. And so this really gives me the opportunity for a real checkup. I do those transcendental based meditation, these vibration based meditations in the afternoon for no reason whatsoever. You can absolutely do them in the morning or in the afternoon. That's really up to you. I could have done the other way around. I could have given you transcendence meditations in the morning and those in the afternoon. Maybe we'll switch things around, but there's no particular reason really. Leanne, I really felt the connection with the divine oneness. Thank you, Raphael. I like 4:35 a.m. EDT. What is EDT? I'm not sure. Lou, thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate it. This is really kind. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. Matthew, I'll get practicing. Yes, fantastic. Practice makes perfect. Thank you, Raf. That was a good sound vibration. Have a good evening. Thank you. Have a nice day to you too. And thanks, guys. So I'm going to think about these meditations first thing in the morning. Maybe I will put them a little bit later so that our friends across the pond in America can also do them live with us. That would be fantastic. Let me know what's the best time for you guys. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay, what would that be? Like New York, probably, right? Um, Great. So I will definitely think about it. Maybe put some other mindfulness meditation around these times. I've also prepared some sleep meditations. As I said, I'm going to put more and more and more meditations. I'm going to try to do my best to do the maximum to put as many meditations out there as possible. So I will send you guys all the schedules for the meditation in the newsletter. If you've not subscribed to the newsletter, you can go on my website www.raphaelwriter.com, and there you can sign up to the newsletter. I will I will say I've not been very good with the newsletter. I've not sent a lot of emails. I've maybe sent one newsletter in the last few months. But now that I'm doing more meditations, I really want you guys to have the schedule so that you can pick and choose what meditations you want. So I'm gonna be careful to do more of those. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm honored to be part of your journeys, of your meditations. Thank you so much for inviting me in your hearts, in your homes, in your ears, if you're using headphones for these meditations, which I hope you are, to get the full experience. And I will see you. So for me, it's going to be tomorrow morning, 4:30 a.m. Central European time. So I guess this will be around 10 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, that's so great. Denise, 7 a.m. East Coast time. Yes, I will try to do something around that time, which is around noonish lunch break for me. So I will definitely try to do one around those times. Okay, guys, thank you so much again for meditating with me. Take care. See you soon. Bye.